Hey, it's Cody. You will never guess what just came in the mail earlier. Actually, I don't know why I said that because I'm gonna put, it's gonna be on the thumbnail for this and in the video title. But the brand new Moonchild Tarot, the Shadow Edition, just showed up in my mailbox today. This I had pre-ordered back in March. I think pre-orders actually started in like December or something. And it's finally here. I have been waiting, I feel like, forever for this. So, here's the box. Okay, I do want to preface this by saying I do not have any other version of the Moonchild Tarot. I do have the Akashic edition of the Star Child, but I got the Star Child Tarot secondhand, and I said to myself, when the time is right for me to end up with the Moonchild Tarot, then I will know it. And I had actually just gotten my tax return when I had not realized that this deck was even a thing or up for pre-order, and so I guess this is the version that was meant to come to me. So this is by Danielle Noel. It's an independently produced deck. I did pay for this with my own money. Alright, so we've got like a matte black box. It's got the shininess on here. I don't know if you can see. The inside cover, we have glitter, which I don't like. You can't really feel it in there. It's really weird. Bloom in light, bloom in shadow. Purple is absolutely my favorite color, so I'm going to be freaking out over this. I like that this is almost like a purple wood grain color. I'm into that. This is also the guidebook, if I could fucking get it out, with a stunning cover. Again, this is like gold foil kind of on here. Oh, it doesn't look at that. So, the guidebook is nice and thick, chunky. There are like color-coded, cat hair, little corners here so you know where you are in the minors. There's quite a few spreads in the back of this. I'm not actually sure how much I'm really going to be relying on the guidebook, though, just because I'm afraid I'm going to run into Starseedy kind of shit, so there's that. Alright. Card backs. This is not like an unboxing. I did already open it and look because I'm insane. Alright, seek the unseen in the bottom of the box. Alright. So I feel like this would be really interesting to see like a side-by-side comparison with like the regular old Moonchild Tarot, but seeing as I don't have that, then this is what it's going to be. Oh, hold on. Let's take a look at the gilding. There's kind of a glitter on it, and it's soft gilding. Like, this cardstock is it's almost like rubbery. We'll talk about that more in a minute. All right, let me actually get in here a little bit closer. The little fucking decorations in here. All right, so we have the Fool. Now, I have seen the Fool card from like the regular Moonchild Tarot, and I'm pretty sure this is the same. Here we have the Magician. I don't know whose face this is. Is it part of a sarcophagus or some sort of death mask? I know I've seen it before, but I can't think of who it is. It's something Egyptian. I do know that. The High Priestess. I don't know if this is different than the regular Moonchild or not, but I'm really... oh my god, these flies. I'm really into this card. Here we have the Empress. The Emperor. The Hierophant. I really like that it is faceless. It's just like the cosmos in here. The Lovers. The Chariot. I can't tell if that's a person or like a statue of some sort. I don't know. I'm pretty sure this Strength card is new. And I love this card. There's kind of two different almost like art styles in this deck, and I feel like the ones that I like better are probably some of the newer ones. All right, here's the Hermit. Looks like we're walking on abalone, perhaps. Okay, this is the Wheel of Fortune. This is the art style that I really don't like. It's like chunky, it feels awkward, like something about it's not like integrated the way some of the cards are, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know. Here's Justice. I think this is the same as the regular old Moonchild as well. The Hanged Man. Another awkward card. Death. Like, I like the idea of the flower and the skull back there. We've got the moth and the mushrooms and worms crawling through flowers. It's just, something about the way it's done is not my favorite here. Temperance. This might be, I don't know, is that like a statue face? I think that it might be. All right, here is a renaming of the devil as the Dark Veil, which I love the artwork for this card. I am also here for decks that want to rename the devil card. While I don't necessarily have a problem with decks that have cards named the devil, I'm a big fan of removing Christian influence from my witchcraft. Here's the Tower. The Star, which is the same face as whatever was going on in the Magician. So if you know who that is, it'd be cool if you'd let me know that. Here's the Moon. The Sun. Judgment. Okay, love this card. I don't know if this was a new artwork for the shadow version of this deck or not, but I think this is absolutely stunning. To offer in there. Flowers or like eggs. I don't know. And the universe instead of the world. I also really like this like type of card. I love like the billowing clouds out there. In my head, this is Galadriel like looking out into, I don't know, destruction. Okay. Now we're to the cups. Got the Ace. Two of Cups. Again, this is one that I really, really like. Although I will say, sometimes cards annoy me when they're, like, digitally made to be symmetrical. Like, something about my brain, it likes symmetry, but not if it's absolutely perfect. It feels weird. So I get kind of a weird feeling from this card, but also I kind of like it. This Three of Cups is to die for. The rusty old cauldron. I love that one. Four of Cups. This is one of the brightest cards in this deck. Here's our Five of Cups. Got a figure in a snowy wood. I feel like this is sort of color corrected, but that cloak there may have actually been red, so it kind of puts me in mind of, you know, Little Red Riding Hood kind of shit. Six of Cups. Okay, so I've mentioned it before in this channel, that I'm kind of working with Aphrodite, which is a super weird deity for me, but she keeps showing up. I don't know if this is Aphrodite or not. I actually got this deck because I wanted to communicate with Aphrodite through it. I feel like it was very feminine. There were a lot of, like, water kind of energies to it. So in my head, I'm just going to tell myself that all of these statues, unless I, like, know for a fact it's not Aphrodite, I'm just going to say that it is. Seven of Cups. Okay, here is another awkward card. Like, this card has an awkwardness to it that the Six of Cups doesn't. Why? Like, what? I don't know what needs to happen, all right? I'm not a digital artist. I don't know the words that I'm looking for. Maybe you do. Okay, no, look at this card. This card is fucking beautiful. Like, if someone showed me these two cards and they were like, are these from the same deck or not? I would say no. Like, this just doesn't have, like, there's not cohesion sort of between these cards, if that makes sense. But, like, the beauty of this style of card makes me willing to put up with, like, that Seven of Cups, if that makes any sense. We've got Nine of Cups. And the 10. All right, Page of Cups. Okay, I have complaints about the court cards. It's actually the thing that made me initially pick to first get the Star Child Tarot before this one, is because I really didn't like the King and Queen. Page of Cups, this is boring to me. No thanks. The Knight of Cups is fucking gorgeous. This is magnificent. Like, I would probably hang this in my house. That's fucking as art, just like on the wall. It's beautiful. All right, here is our Queen and King of Cups. I just don't like these. Like, the profiles are kind of boring. When I'm 35. I'm nearing 36 here. And when I think of King or Queen energy, I tend to think of a more mature sort of energy than the ages of these people. Like, I don't know exactly how old they are, but they just don't look as old as I want them to, if that makes any sense. All right, now we're to swords. I am weirdly obsessed with this Ace of Swords. I don't know if it's the same as like the regular Moonchild or not. It feels like a mix between, okay, something about a lot of these cards, if you have read or even seen the cover of the Foxglove King book by Hannah Witten, it's like dark with flowers that sort of have like a similar color palette to this, and I've been obsessed with like flowers on dark backgrounds or something. And also there's a Paris Paloma song, who is the same person who did that Too Much Labor song, but she's had other songs before that, and one of them is something about a stained glass window. She's like wandering in some ruins and a stained glass window breaks or something and blinds her, but the last thing she saw was beautiful or something. It's such a weird, fucked up song. I really like the song, and for some reason this makes me think of like the ruins. Okay, that was a long story for that. That card's okay. Three of Swords. Okay, the colors of the cards are showing up a little more yellow, I think, on camera than they actually are. I'm really into this color. It's more purple in real life, actually. And I don't know, it's kind of like a mauve-y, muted purple. I don't know. I'm really having a love affair with the color palette of this deck as well. I love the Four of Swords. Even though, again, we've kind of got that artificial symmetry going on. At least there's this sword down here. Here's our Five of Swords. I'm pretty sure this exact lady is used in a card in the Akashic edition of Star Child Tarot. Not necessarily that that's an issue. Like, I don't know. It made me think of it first thing. I don't even remember what card it was, but I feel like I'm always going to think about that. Six of Swords. I love this. I kind of, not necessarily, okay, I prefer the cards without people in them, or the ones with, like, that are beautifully done. I don't know how else to explain that. I have, like, a love-hate relationship with Danielle Noel art, okay? Like, part of me fucking hates it, but then the other part of me, like, feels like I can't breathe when I'm looking at it, but like in a good way. Okay, that probably sounded insane, but I don't know how to explain it. I like this card. I like the colors. I want this jacket or shirt or whatever. Eight of Swords. I do like some of the like greenery thrown in every once in a while. Like I appreciate that I wouldn't call it a limited color palette deck necessarily, but they're all a very similar in like tone or something. I don't even know the right word. Nine of Swords. And Ten of Swords. This is the card I think that I first noticed on Danielle Noel's Instagram page that made me be like, wait a minute, what is this? Like, it's something about the sword sticking out like that kind of reminded me of The Wild Unknown, where the Ten of Swords is all those swords sticking out of a buffalo. Something about it reminded me of that, or like coming to the end of like something on a quest where you thought it was going to be different, but it's fucked up. Like, I don't know. I feel like there's stories to be told about this Ten of Swords. All right, here is our Page of Swords, our Knight of Swords, this Queen and King. least the queen has, like, chainmail on. I guess he kind of has that texture put over him. He's got that armor too, I guess. Still good. That's going to be a stumbling block for me. Okay, I think that the Pentacles are actually my least favorite suit in this deck, and that's just because, okay, normally Pentacles are one of my favorite suits in decks because they tend to be more earthy, greens and browns and things like that. This one is yellow, and I kind of don't like yellow. Like, some of these cards are, like, more golden, and some of them are hideous. So, like, this one I don't really mind. This one I actually really like. And this one tends toward sort of being the more golden feeling that I was talking about, right? Even though the sky is kind of like a, I don't know, pollution tan, there's gold here that still makes it seem all right. This is okay. Okay, stop. I do really like this card, though. This is amazing. This card's alright. Again, in my head, that's Aphrodite. If it's not, don't tell me any different. Here's an awkward card. The Seven of Pentacles. Here's the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, this card is, like, awkward, like I said, but it has, like, a stylistic awkwardness to it that, like, this doesn't. I don't know how... I don't know if I'm using the right words, but something's just sitting weird with some of these cards. Okay. This is one of them that I really don't like. Okay, Pentacles, to me, I understand that it's like, it's a barren, crusty old desert out here. If you go through the door, then there's, what, flowers and snow or something? Like, snow is not necessarily what I think of. Maybe that's not even supposed to be snow, but it looks like snow to me. Maybe that's just not really what I think of when I think of Pentacles. I tend to think of, like, things bursting into life, you know, and greenery and just abundance, and you know how bad I hate that word, but I just had to fucking say it. So, like, I don't know, man. That's not my favorite. But okay, this I think is my least favorite card. And it's not because of the artwork, but the coloring. It's like fucking apocalypse yellow in the sky. I live in Colorado in the US, and it makes me think of the wildfires that come here, like, pretty much every summer. And, like, as the sun's setting, it's, like, blood red, and the sky looks like this, and it's so hot, and you can't breathe the air, and it's so awful. Like, this card makes me feel like I can't breathe in a bad way. Like, I don't like the sky color. No thanks. Anyway, here's our Page of Pentacles that has the same coin. It's got the Eye of Ra, the Eye of Horus. I need to maybe work on my Egyptian mythology a little more, but this is the same coin that the Ace of Coins had. Pentacles, I mean. Knight of Pentacles, he's alright. These kind of look like they were supposed to be flowers, and I always think it's like some random gear steampunk kind of thing. Here's our Queen and King of Pentacles. I think this is actually my least favorite king because he looks the youngest. Like, no offense to this guy, but pretty sure he goes to the same high school that my son does. Alright, here's our Ace of Wands. While it is sort of using that fucking wildfire sky yellow, it kind of has like a goldenness to it in this. Two of Wands is kind of a weird and stark depiction of this card, I think. Like, I like it, but being the Two of Wands kind of feels weird. I don't know. Beautiful Three of Wands. Person chilling there in the rocks. The Four of Wands is a weird vibe. It almost makes me think of, like, the poppies in Wizard of Oz or something. It's like, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, alright? I don't always have words for shit. Five of Wands. I am into this dust storm or smoke or clouds or whatever's going on there. The lightning. Six of Wands. I don't know who that's supposed to be. I was just about to guess Apollo for some reason, but that's probably not true, but I don't feel like this is a very triumphant Six of Wands. I'm bitching about a lot of these cards, but, like, actually, I really feel like I like this deck. I've not gotten a chance to work with it. I just opened it a couple hours ago and looked through it 500 times. 7 of Wands. I will admit I don't know what this is. Like, what is that? The guidebook did not say what that was, so... yeah. 8 of Wands. Fucking beautiful. The doorways. The beautiful walls and columns and shit. The moon. These fluffy clouds. I also really like this 9 of Wands. Like, you're almost there, you're in the dark forest, and you can see the light at the end of it. I do really like that depiction. 10 of Wands. Try to walk through water. That is a pain in the ass. Page of Wands. I love... this might be my favorite knight. This Knight of Wands is gorgeous. Got our king and queen. And then there are 3 extra cards. Divine Wisdom. The guidebook says this is Isis. Here's Moonchild. I don't like when the photos are like someone underwater. It makes it look like a waterlogged corpse, and I can't unsee that. And then Shadow Work. I actually do like this one because it doesn't have that, like, paleness to it. I mean, clearly we're looking like we're underwater, but there's books in the background. I think this is the only card that I might use sometimes. Ultimately, I think I'm just going to pull these 3 out. I don't really see what I would use them for, but, I mean, it's not like I'm going to get rid of them or anything. So, the card stock is... it's absolutely... this is probably one of the most luxurious feeling card stocks that I have on a deck. Like, it's just, it's very, it's probably rose petal. The cards are a little bit sticky. It's the kind that's going to wear off, though. And they're really flexible without feeling flimsy. The most heartbreaking thing is this. My hands can barely reach around it. But they would shuffle. If my hands were bigger, they would shuffle so beautifully. So, I sat here and complained a lot, but actually I'm really excited that I have this deck. I have been, impatiently waiting for it to show up for months and months. I wasn't getting emails for some reason, so I didn't get, like, updates and things. I didn't get the tracking number. I actually finally decided to be annoying and send an email asking for the tracking number this morning, and they were like, yeah, well, it's out for delivery right now, so I was pants-shittingly excited over that. So, this was just my, I don't know, first impressions kind of, walkthrough of the Moonchild Tarot Shadow Edition. Thanks for watching, bye.